So then guys, this is a day I've been waiting for a long time. We have finally got our hands on the new dummy models of the iPhone 18 Pro models here. And you can see them right in front of me here on my desk, and they do look absolutely gorgeous here. I got 3 of the new colors. There are going to be 4 colors in total. What we will have is we'll have the same silver what we had last year with the iPhone 17 Pro. I haven't got that one out because I wanted to showcase the new colors because we know what silver looks like. But we also have this new kind of blue color, which looks really cool. We've also got this brand new cherry color, what does also look really amazing too. And then also we've got this black color. We've got black, it's back again, because last year we had no black iPhones. The first time ever in history we've never had a black iPhone. So yeah, I'm really glad to see that this is back. So what I want to do today is I want to compare the actual dimensions of these, how it looks compared to last year's or this current year's iPhone 17 Pro that we have right now. So I think the best thing what we can do is that we can get closer in onto the desk here, have a look, and also check out the sizing too. Let's kind of take a look right now. So here we have them then, guys. These are the new iPhones. Like I said, I don't have the silver right now. And the main reason is because obviously silver is the same color we got right now on the iPhone 17 Pro and 17 Pro Max. But let's take a look here. We've got the resurrection of the black color here. And this does actually look quite cool here. With this, obviously you've got slightly a two-tone color again here. We heard for a bit of a thing that this was going to be the same color here, or even slightly transparent, but it's not in this dummy, the model that I've got right here. But overall, the design-wise looks exactly the same. This is obviously the version with the SIM card dummy, obviously, because obviously I know some areas like in the US you have the eSIM only. So this is the dummy of that. You've still got all your power buttons here. You've also got your camera control button, USB-C at the bottom as well. But it does look quite good there in the black. But then we've also got the 2 other new colors as well. We've got this new kind of cherry color. I'm sure Apple will think of a fancy name for this. I won't just call it cherry. They'll probably call it something like that. But this does look pretty cool. It's a little bit more pinker than I thought. It's what I would say there. Now, obviously, don't tell me off for this, but it does to me look a bit of an old lady's kind of purpley pink color. Forgive me, that's just my opinion there. But still, I can see why a lot of people will go for this. Probably not for me on this color here. But yeah, it does look really, really cool. I do really like this color, what Apple have done here. Again, exactly the same design there, all over and everything again. But then the last color is this blue here. Now, this blue looks very familiar. This actually reminds me of the iPhone 13 Pro models. They had this kind of, I think it was called something like Sierra Blue or something like that. And yeah, this actually reminds me of that kind of blue. It's slightly more darker, ever so tiny bit darker than that blue. It's definitely darker than the blue, say, of an iPhone Air kind of back, or darker than the blue of like on what you get on a MacBook Air. I know people are going to say this looks exactly like the MacBook Air blue, but actually in real life, I would say it's not actually. It's slightly different there. But then what we want to know next door is obviously the dimensions. Now, what I've got here is last year's iPhone Pro dummies to make this fair. Now, obviously, this is what people use for manufacturers here for casing and everything. They use this mold to actually work out exactly, you know, what kind of cases are going to fit perfectly. So let's have a look then. I'm going to take our black iPhone here. Let's have a look at the dimension. Let's have a look at its thickness first of all. So if I close this up here, can you see that there? So if I just make sure that's nice and close, we're talking about 8.79 millimeters there on that one. That's how thick that is. So let me just get my other phone here. This is the iPhone 17 Pro. Let's see how thick that is. And that is 8.64. So it is slightly thicker. The iPhone 17, oh, so I should say the iPhone 18 Pro, sorry, the iPhone 17 Pro is slightly thinner, 0.1 millimeter thinner, hardly noticeable whatsoever. And just to double check that, I'm just going to get the pink one here and do exactly the same. And in fact, that one's slightly different again. That's more like about 8.82 there, or 8.8. I think we're going to set with 8.8. There we go. If you can see that there, it says 8.8. And then just to check here on the orange one, again, we just check that again. There we go. You can see there, 8.65. You can see definitely, you know, even if it's in the 0.1 millimeter difference here, it's definitely thinner, the iPhone 17. So just check the last one here, the iPhone 18 Pro. Again, So you can see there definitely it is slightly thicker in its dimension. So yeah, just be aware of that. But if I just have a look at the actual lenses then, let's have a look what that was. That was 12.4 on the iPhone 17 Pro on the camera lens. And let's have a look right here. That one is 13.7, so definitely is thicker looking like this on the iPhone 18 models right now compared to the original older iPhone 17 model. So yeah, this is quite interesting to see. Maybe it being slightly thicker now, we would have things like a slightly bigger battery inside, maybe, or maybe some other bits and components have been changed ever so slightly. So for cases wise, it doesn't look likely if you get an iPhone 17 Pro case, it will fit the likes of the iPhone 18 Pro case right now. So that was quite interesting to see what we got there, those differences and everything, but there are also some big key leaks coming out for the iPhone 18 Pro Max, what I want to tell you about too. And my first #1 big leak that you've got to know about the new iPhone 18 Pro and the iPhone 18 Pro Max is that now we're going to get the A20 Pro chip inside, but with that there is a big difference what's going to happen here. With those slight tweaks on the dimensions of the iPhone 18 Pro, having that A20 Pro chip, why it's different is because it's going to be made on 2nm process. Now, why that's so significant is because being made on a 2nm process, all the other chips in the last couple of years have been made on a 3nm process. This essentially means that all the transistors and resistors, everything like that, will be compressed even smaller this time round, what makes the chip even more efficient and also allows people to push the chip further in performance-wise. So this means that your battery life will be even better. So if you're not actually pushing your phone off to the limits here, your battery life will be even better than what you had before, plus all those slight sort of dimension tweaks too. But then after that, the second big upgrade or tweak that I'd like to say about this is that we are also going to get the new C2 chip put inside, or the C2X chip. Now, why this is a big deal is because right now we actually have a Qualcomm chip inside of the iPhone 17 Pro models. It wasn't actually, we didn't get a C1X or a C1 inside of it. It was just the iPhone Air last year when it came out with the iPhone 17 models there. Obviously the 70e has the C1X too, but what we don't have is we don't have one of Apple's custom modems inside of their Pro phones. But this will be the first time for it, but a big part of this again will help out with battery life because it's their own custom chip. It's more efficient, plus also a big other change is that it's going to come with satellite connectivity. And I, for one, am super excited for this one. The main reason is that you could be able to be out in the middle of the desert, the middle of the Antarctic, middle of the jungle, anywhere really, and you could probably still get signal out there. It won't be the best signal. You'll probably be able to browse the web. You might be able to stream music, or you might be able to watch videos at very, very low kind of resolutions like 480p at this stage. But the point is you'd be connected, and you could connect to your friends and family by messages too. So this would be really awesome to see this coming to the iPhone 18 Pro models this time around. So moving on from this then, 3 other leaks I want to tell you about for the iPhone 18 Pro models. And another one is it's all to do with the actual front-facing camera this time. We've been told that the front-facing camera is also going to get an upgrade this year, and potentially what that camera upgrade will be, it could be actually a 24 megapixel sensor. Even though we just had an 18 megapixel introduced just last year, this could actually be pushed up to 24 megapixels this year. This means that your selfie photos and pictures are going to look even better this time around. But then after that, the 4th big leak I want to tell you about what's also coming to this phone is also the rear main camera sensor is also getting an upgrade. We've been told we're going to get a variable aperture put on the main 48 wide sensor this time on the Pro phones. What this essentially means with a variable aperture is that this is how, say, digital kind of DSLR cameras work right now, or mirrorless cameras work right now. You must have seen this when you have the kind of lens on the front and they twist it on the front, and you see these black sort of boxes sort of closing in, as it were, shutters, as it were. Well, that is what Apple want to do on their actual iPhone sensor here, on their lens. This is what they want to do over the top of the sensor. And by doing this, it wouldn't be digitally anymore. Now, why this is a big benefit is for two big reasons. One is to do with light. It means that if you're in a really bright place, it would obviously close that down to actually not letting us light as much as possible to make your pictures even crisper. Or it could work the other way around, in that sense, if you're in a dark place, that it could actually let in more light, it could open up wider. But also the other big reason why this is a great advantage is all to do with, say, portrait pictures and your focals. So this means that if you have somebody in shot and you want to blur out the background more, you will have much more control on this because it will have this variable aperture. It won't be digital anymore. It might just have the assistance with digital. So this is really going to be a big benefit for this. But then after this, the final and fifth big upgrade we've heard about is all to do with the actual camera control button. Now, we've been told that the camera control button is also going to get an upgrade this year. We've been told it's going to be made a bit more cheaper because obviously it is quite expensive to replace. In fact, it's one of the most expensive components to replace on an iPhone if you were to break it right now. But it looks like what Apple plan to do with that button is that they're trying to make it more simple, as it were. They're going to simplify the use of it, because I must admit, I've used the button, got a little bit lost tapping around and everything like that. So they're going to actually make it a little bit more simpler this time round. But really, guys, those are my 5 top leaks. And also that was your first kind of view of the new iPhone 18 Pro models with their new colors and obviously their dimensions and everything. Are you excited for these new iPhones to come out? And do you want one now? Well, let me know in the comments below. And also on that note as well, guys, if you've enjoyed watching this video, please do press the like button. And also as well, guys, make sure that you do check out my new Instagram and also my new TikTok page, and all the details on that are in the description below. And on that note as well, guys, it's time to wrap up the video too. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. As always, you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Until next time, guys, I will see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.